Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. To those of you that are returning, welcome back and thank you for joining me again. Today I'm going to be creating this look right here for you guys. It's just a rusty warm crease with a bright turquoisey blue lid and a kind of rusty brown cinnamon colored lip. It's something that I really love. I love the contrast of the cool tones of the blue with the warm crease. So if you want to see how I create this look, keep on watching. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to just kind of quickly go through my foundation routine. It's the exact same products and steps that I did in my first video. I will list the products below, but I'm not going to talk about it all that much. Let me know if next time I can just skip over this or not, or if it's something you want to continue to see and have me talk about, even though it's going to seem a bit redundant because it's the same products all the time. If I do happen to change anything up, of course I will include it in the video. It might just save us all some time in the future if I just don't do this. One thing I didn't do in the last video was bake. I'm just using the RCMA No Color Powder on a dry sponge. You can use your wet sponge too. I just like doing this better with the dry one. Just applying that, of course, along the cheeks and the bridge of my nose and a little bit on my forehead to start. We will be baking under my eyes as well, but that I won't start quite yet. So now I'm just filling in my eyebrows using my Anastasia brow definer. And the reason why I'm baking in this video is because I want my cheeks to have a little more structure and be a little bit sharper. I got so excited, I dropped my eyebrow pencil. And I just needed to make sure I was still in focus there. Just giving myself a little concert here. Part of Your World came on my shuffle, so I just needed to sing a minute. Now I'm going to start on my eyes. I'm using the Jaclyn Hill palette again. And I'm using Silk Cream on the Beautifully Disney crease brush. I'm putting that all over my crease. Now you can see here I'm applying the RCMA No Color Powder under my eyes as well. So this will not only help with keeping the shape that I want for my eyeshadow, but it's also going to catch any fallout. Now using the E28, I am applying Pooter and then Buns to the crease, just to start building it up. And now using a Fluff brush from Elle, I'm applying the shade Hunts to really start warming it up. And now using the blending eye brush from Elle, I am applying the shade Jacz. And that's going to create a little bit more depth and warm it up even more. I'm just kind of going over the edges of that as well with that Fluff brush from Elle just to keep it soft. And also I do go over it again with Hunts just to keep it soft as well. Just touching up the powder now so I can keep that shape. So I'm using the Cargo Swimmables Longwear eyeshadow stick in the shade Paradise Bay. I'm putting that all over my lid and then blending it out some with an eyeshadow brush from Beautifully Disney just to make sure it's nice and smooth. And now I'm packing Pool Party from the Jaclyn Hill palette all over top of that. These two shades together just create such a vibrant color on the lid. They work so beautifully together. I'm just gonna brush away that powder from under my eyes and start on the lower lash line. I'm using the IT Cosmetics Precision Smudger brush again, and I'm just gonna take all of those colors that I used in the crease in the same exact order to start building up that lash line. After all of those are applied, I'm taking the shade Chip on the JH43 from Morphe, and I'm putting that very tightly against the lash line just to create a little bit more definition and depth. Now, using my small angled brush, I am applying the shade Beam for my brow bone and inner corner highlights. Now we're going to go ahead and start our eyeliner. I'm using the Schwing liquid eyeliner from the Balm, and I'm starting just by lining my entire upper lash line just to kind of get a base. I know some people start with the wing first. This is how I prefer to do my eyeliner. That's kind of the thing when doing winged eyeliner. You have to kind of play around with it until you find the product and the process that works best for you, or technique, I guess. You have to play around with it until you find the proper product and technique for you personally, because what works for someone might not work for you, and vice versa. I'm sorry my mirror kind of gets in the way here, guys. I was trying to be able to see better. So kind of how I did this here was, of course, I lined my lash line first, and then I kind of try and line my applicator up with the tip of my eyebrow and apply a line down to the outer corner of my lash line and then connect it to more like the center of my lash line and then fill in, and then as I need to kind of thicken up the base liner along the lash line. Now I'm just going to move on to the other eye. I'm going to try and figure out a better way to be able to see, and so find a better way for me to see what I'm doing, and at the same time you being able to see what I'm doing. Like I said, this is all a learning process, and I will figure it out. And this is the part where I felt like I messed up my left eye. So now I'm just trying to make sure I can get them looking a little bit more like sisters. Winged liner, much like eyebrows, are the same kind of thing. You want them to look related. They don't have to be identical twins. Now I'm just curling my eyelashes, getting them ready for mascara. And I'm using the Pure Cosmetics Fully Charged Mascara today. This is my absolute favorite. It's my ride or die. And just one of those mascaras that looks so awesome on the lashes, and it's actually one of those rare ones that the more coats you apply, the better they look. They don't get clumpy or anything like that. They just look better and better. Just going over my brows again. And decided to apply a waterproof top coat to my lashes. This one is from Cargo. And I also need to clean up some mascara mess around my eyes. So I'm just brushing off the rest of that bake. I'm going to go ahead and apply my blush. Today I'm using Amaretto from Becca, using a Morphe R3 brush, which is a little bit more like a contour brush, but that's kind of how I wanted my blush to look today. So just kind of a warm brown, very neutral blush. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply my highlight. Again, I'm using Mary Illuminizer from the Balm as the start of my highlight. And then just amping it up using Champagne Pop. And making sure again that it's blended with my blush. So on my lips today I'm using BH Cosmetics Liquid Linen in the shade Vanna. It's just a kind of cinnamon terracotta kind of color. It's very pretty. I've recently been loving lipsticks this color. I just need to clean up some edges a little bit with a Q-tip there. Now I'm setting it all using Urban Decay's All Nighter Setting Spray, which is my personal favorite. I keep trying to use other options and always come back to this one. I'm just kind of fanning myself now to get everything dry. And there you have it, that's it. So that's it guys, this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. Go ahead and feel free to like and comment. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the notification so that you'll be the first to know when I post new content. Thanks again guys, bye.